I'm saying? Coming to the Cowboys, I don't know, is he going to be y'all number one, number two, but either or, he's going to get some time to shine. I'm not necessarily that worried about him because one thing we did this offseason was solidify our secondary, so I'm excited that you guys got more firepower. That means we don't have to hear the excuses again by not having enough firepower. So I can't wait to see you guys coming up, in week 5 and see what it's really about, if he's really about that life.
Can I just say something really quick? Hold on, Hev. Can I just say something? Y'all know, I'm going to say something because I'm going to rebuttal. Can I just say that? Don't say we don't want to keep hearing excuses of firepower. Y'all heard that last year. The year before last, y'all just straight up took our hearts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a bean. We had what we needed that first year. It was Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. That was the year. Y'all just took our hearts that year. So don't make it seem like it's year after year, or play after play, or game after game. Don't do that, twin.
They're like they beat us by like 60 points.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all, yeah. Calm down. My bad. Go ahead.
Whether you go to Cancun with a 60 point,
if we being honest,
yeah.
If we being honest, that first game we should have blew y'all out, but Jimmy Garoppolo kept y'all in the game. We should have.
Come on now.
But Jimmy Garoppolo was being Jimmy Garoppolo and put y'all back in the game. Brandon Cooks, I feel like he's a great fit for the Cowboys. Y'all needed a receiver that can stretch the field. That can open up the middle of the field for what CeeDee Lamb loves to do. And y'all got the double tight ends with it's Ferguson and who's the other one?
It's going to be Hendershot, but they're going to slide in a guy by the name of Schoonmaker, Luke Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker that y'all just drafted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. So they're gonna he's definitely gonna help open the middle of the field. But I think the thing with Brandon Cooks, he's like a one-trick pony. You know the only route that he's dangerous at running, that's the deep post and straight down the field. That's what he loved to do. I feel like if y'all talking about beating us, y'all gonna have to run the ball. I'm gonna just say that.
Speaking of that,
is on the way. Don't worry, we will.
Yeah.
We'll run the ball. He's on the way, so it's cool.
He's on the way.
Help is on the way.
Hey, listen here.
Help is on the way.
Every time we play against Dalvin Cook, we made sure we sent them to the locker room holding some part of his leg.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Some part of his body. So y'all might not know this. You might not know this.
But did they have a offensive line like we did? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Hey, Ashley, I'm gonna say this respectfully.
No, they had better weapons,
bro. I love you, big bro.
I'm talking
last
about
time I checked, Miss Ashley.
Wait,
Miss Ashley. Last time I checked, last time y'all played us, somebody else went home too.
So what y'all trying to say, y'all?
I'm just saying,
y'all dirty. See, he trying to claim dirty hits. See how Carver did. You talking about Glock Purdy?
Just go ahead and admit that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah. You talking about Glock Purdy? The very next week, that Glock jam, didn't it? That Glock jam on Glock Purdy. Yeah, Kit Kat. You know what happened to Glock Purdy the very next week? That Glock done jammed. Oh, he shot himself in the foot.
That's how you gonna do it, bro. You know how pain we had to watch that game without a quarterback. That's how you gonna do it.
They'd have made they'd have made a whole rule for him. You know what I'm saying? Emergency quarterback time. Change the whole NFL just for Glock Purdy.
Had CMC at quarterback. CMC was about to be under center. That is the.
He was.
We had a running back at quarterback, man.
Until y'all do right back cap. Every quarterback that come there until y'all do right back cap. Y'all so I'm not worried about y'all. I'm not worried about y'all because unfortunately y'all talking about we sent another one of y'all players home. It's okay because by week let's say 17, 18, week 18, the quarterback position will be up in the air again. And that'll be the excuse as to why y'all were sitting home at the end of the year like we did.
Listen,
we went 13. We went 13-4 regardless of who was at quarterback. It didn't matter. I think that the talent around him is what gets disrespected. I think that should be acknowledged on how
real talk though.
We are
Outside of the talent, you know me. I'm high on Kyle Shanahan. Like for real, Kyle Shanahan is like the quarterback whisperer. I've been calling him that since y'all got to quarterback number 3 this year. I'm like, bruh, this man can take any quarterback and work wonders. That is what I will give him. And again, that does have a lot to do with the weapons around y'all. So kudos, that's cool. It's whatever. It's a different
Hey,
ball
listen,
game.
Ashley. He might be the quarterback whisperer, but he like one of them young guys full of money. You know, he ain't gonna commit. He gonna have a whole bunch of women. He gonna have one at Burger King. He gonna have one at J.C. Penney's. He gonna have one, you know what I'm saying, Bed Bath and Beyond. He gonna have a lot of women to do a lot of different things, but he ain't gonna commit to one. You know what I'm saying? So
I see
no
you
matter
thinking.
what you say about Kyle, he ain't faithful.
He ain't faithful. Well, whichever one, the one at Bed Bath and Beyond gonna go beyond for him. You know what I'm saying? She got all of this stuff, man. Bed Bath and Beyond got a lot of good stuff. FYI. But what I'm gonna say here is for a quick segue into like philosophy, principles, and things like that. The Cowboys will be switching over from a digit system back to West Coast system under Mike McCarthy. How beneficial will that be for our offense? As a friendly conversation of your guys, y'all do a lot of West Coast principles. Can y'all break that down on how you guys like to approach the game?
It's going to benefit, especially stuff that y'all love to do with Tony Pollard, Deuce Vaughn, the outside zone run. That's a huge thing that we like to run in our system. The bootleg with Dak. I always felt like y'all should have ran that a lot more with Dak because he can use his legs. Put people in a position where you either have to commit to Dak running or Dak beating you with his arm. Spreading the field. That's another thing that we love to do in our system. Using the middle of the field, creating open lanes for receivers to run through. That was something that we always love to do as well in our system. Y'all gonna love it. Dak is gonna throw for a lot of yards. Tony Pollard will rush for a lot of yards. That combo, Vaughn, I think will be a great combo between them two and that type of West Coast offense. I'll let Twin throw a little bit more in there.
So I since I support my brother's show and whatnot, I heard you guys say on that Dak Prescott has thrown the ball into some of the tightest windows in the National Football League. Right. And we know the higher you get in talent or as far as competition, those windows get smaller, smaller, and smaller. And as you guys have noticed, a couple little picks here and there, you know what I'm saying, without the air froze. But anywho, running this offense will give your guys some opportunities to get some easy throws, some easy passes out in space. And he doesn't have to throw those most difficult passes as he once did. So I think Dak will be encouraged by not having to fit that ball in really, really tight windows for long periods of time. I think Tony, again, will give a little more opportunities at catching the ball out of the backfield. And I think you become more balanced. I think that's the number one thing most Dallas Cowboys fans wants to hear. You guys would probably be more of a running team, like, as early 90s and not so much as the 2000s and, mid 2010s, whatever you want to call it. Y'all used to air the ball out a lot. So I think you guys would appreciate running the ball more often in your offense, and that there will keep the ball out of harm's way as far as whether it's Dak Prescott or just keeping the ball in motion. So that's why I think you guys will find some type of appreciation for the West Coast offense.
That's good middle ground stuff right there. What you think about that, Ash?
Like you said, honest, friendly conversation. I appreciate it. I think that I love the way, I know Heb was having Wi-Fi issues, so he dropped off real quick.
No doubt.
I love the way the offense runs when it's on in San Francisco. So if I have that to look forward to, my offense. Listen, are we considering this Dak's 7th or 8th season? Because he missed a season. So are we just going to consider this like year 7?
If you count like mental reps or what have you, you have to count the year, right?
No, but I'm not counting that injured year, Law.
You're not going to count it?
7. It's year 7.
It's year 7 then. I'll lean on that. Then it's year 7.
Yeah, that's right. You see 7 in the chat. This is the
7.
year of completion.
Okay.
The number 7 represents. Don't look at me like that, Twin. Don't look at me like that, Hev. The number 7 represents completion.
Oh, hey, what year is this for Kyle Shanahan?
First of all, I'm not finished.
7.
So listen, y'all, because I know
Okay,
you was
I'm sorry.
trying to do that, twin. I know what you was like. I know it. Listen, all I'm saying is perhaps this is the year that Dak finally blooms, spreads his wings. He's under the thumb and he's from under the thumb and the oppression of a Kellen Moore. You know, we'll see. Now I will ask you this. I'll ask y'all this, and everybody can answer this question. Okay, for y'all 49ers people to put Dak in a top quarterback conversation or an elite quarterback conversation, what does he have to do?
Who put it like this? Why they frozen like that?
Well, I got an answer now.
I know your answer, but who are your top 5 or top 10 list first, and then what will make Dak Prescott into that top conversation?
Lord, I don't want them to piss me off because somebody's gonna say Kirk Cousins over him, and that's gonna piss me off, man. And you already look, somebody's gonna do it.
I have Dak in my top 10.
Okay,
I can say that.
Okay.
Well, can we? Yeah, what's your top 10? Do you have a top 10?
Who's your top 10 then? You know.
Oh God.
He gonna make you bad. He gonna make you mad. He gonna piss you off. Huh?
You're asking me in order?
Yeah. If you can, if you don't mind.
Okay. Mahomes.
Wait, you going in now?
Can't use Brady anymore. So Mahomes. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You little chop over there.
Y'all hear me? No.
It's giving the upside down.
Oh man.
Yeah. Up, down, left, right.
Chop us down over here.
Chop us out.
Chop. We won't.
Am I good now? We still.
Hey, that Wi-Fi, man. That Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi crazy, man. I hate technology sometimes. It's a gift and a curse. Okay, get your Wi-Fi in order. Have twin. Who's your top 10? Who y'all got?
Hey man. Well, we're gonna throw Mahomes in there. We already know that.
All right.
Mahomie, that's gonna be one. I'm gonna start in the AFC first because I know they got like most of them jokers. You know, now are we picking these guys, say for instance, over the last maybe 3 years of what they've done? Or
let's do the last 3, man, because if you do the last year, then that list is just going to be all wonky, man. Just do the last 3 seasons, man, and that should be a solid one.
All right, I agree with you guys on that one. All right, I'm freestyling off the dome, so I'll go first and foremost Pat Mahomes.
Right.
We're gonna go Josh Allen. We're gonna go Joe Burrow. That's 3. I think personally. I'm not doing this in order. I'm just naming. I think Lamar Jackson did a hell of a lot with very little, as far as position players and wide receivers. He only had Mark Andrews, and I thought he was phenomenal. So that's 4. We'll give, I guess, Aaron Rodgers. Justin Herbert is one of those guys. I think his arm talent is ridiculous. He's just full of injuries, though.
Let me interject right quick. You said Lamar Jackson just turned water into wine. Well, how in the world Tyler Huntley was able to take that team to the playoff with those same wide receivers? Talk to me, break it down. Did they make it to the playoff?
No. Nope.
The Ravens didn't make it to the playoffs?
No.
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
They did make
this year.
Want you lean forward? Don't tell Mama. Don't want you lean forward. They're right here, boy.
Who did they play in the playoffs? Who did they play?
Yeah.
Who did they play?
They played the Cincinnati. They were nearly about to win the game.
Yeah,
I got you looking like that.
That's fine.
I got you looking like the girl that you said that was at Bed Bath and Beyond.
Anywho, listen, one thing I know is Lamar Jackson, before he got hurt, his stats was ridiculous. He was playing very well, and so I'm gonna still give that man the respect that he deserves.
Yeah, he get a little respect.
You know what I'm saying? So him, I forgot what number I'm on. And let's start. Let's see. Man, Aaron Rodgers. I said him already too.
No, it's your first time saying him.
No, he said Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, he did. Okay.
All right, Aaron Rodgers, and then I think this is when I think I'm on around like 8, 9, 10 ish right here. And I think this is where Dak Prescott can begin to possibly, make his presence kind of known. So I think over the last several years, he has been a good quarterback, especially his touchdown to interception ratio. So you can throw Dak in there somewhere around 8. I give about 8.
Hey, JR in the chat, he said you better put Jalen Hurts in there, man.
Okay. Jalen Hurts. That's fine. I'm cool with
How you
that.
gonna throw
I
Jalen
respect
Hurts in
that.
there when we said the last 3 seasons?
I can y'all hear me now?
Oh yeah, man, you clear like butter now, man.
Boy,
Shoot,
yeah,
whatever connection you got on
You beat
that.
the Wi-Fi allegations. You beat the Wi-Fi allegations.
I had to Omaha real quick like Peyton Manning. This is my thing with Jalen Hurts. Do we give people flowers off what you do in just 1 year?
According to the pundits and the critics, they got to, because they said that he the best quarterback in the league. Outside, he outperformed Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl. From what I'm hearing, he just couldn't hit that Hail Mary at the end. But go ahead,
Hey, he had that wet ramen noodle on, boy.
that boy dropped back. That boy dropped back.
What is wrong with y'all today?
Hey, yo, bro had a look. Hey, bro, he had that Gumby on him at the end of the game.
Hey, Law, I know you got every kick out of that, Law. I know.
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, twin. Ben Tay was like, yeah, how about them Eagles, man, at halftime? Look, the Eagles won the halftime Super Bowl. hey, how about the Eagles? He was singing songs and everything. Cry, Eagles, cry. I can't say the other word, but he was cry, Eagles, cry.
Y'all have issues.
Oh my gosh, man.
Y'all have issues.
Oh man, I'm too much fun. But go ahead, man. I'm taking over everything.
Hold up. So run through your list one more time, twin.
Okay, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. I said Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. Gosh dog it.
Did you say Justin Herbert already?
Justin Herbert.
Okay, Herb.
I said somebody else too.
Lamar Jackson.
I already said that.
Okay.
Looks like you're struggling to get to 10 there, buddy.
Hey, but I don't have all in front of my face right now. You know what I'm saying?
So you can throw Aaron Rodgers in there.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Oh well. Hey, I thought, like I said, that can be around 8 or 9, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing somebody. I know that. Look, I got kids. I mess up and miss my kids sometimes. So I know if I miss my kids, I'm going to miss the one of these 30, 35 quarterbacks around here. Okay? So I'm just throwing that out there. I get my memory ain't what it used to be.
Man, we're going to put Kirk Cousins in there, man. Everybody love Kirk Cousins.
You got Kirk Cousins, you got Derek Carr, you got Matthew Stafford. So you got to think about the NFC side of things. You got a couple quarterbacks over there. We gotta stop the Matthew Stafford disrespect.
No, it's not disrespect. He
missed
last year. He played the 1 year with the Rams and won the Super Bowl, but then the previous year he was with the Lions, and we all know what the Lions did. So
yeah, but if you're gonna throw Lamar Jackson in there for what he did, you got to throw Matthew Stafford in there for what he's done. He has to make your top 10 list. There's no way Lamar Jackson makes it based on the last 3 seasons, and Matthew Stafford don't when he's a Super Bowl champion. You got to throw him in there. That's what I mean by the Matthew Stafford disrespect.
Oh, they said Trevor Law.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
He's a top 10.
That's my guy, man. I like Trevor Lawrence.
Is he a top 10 quarterback?
I like Trevor Lawrence.
Already?
He ain't in the top 10 yet.
Top 10 yet. Yeah. He's gonna get in there this year, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
definitely with the weapons he got this year.
I can agree with that, Law.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
But I think this has to be flexible, guys. Like, we got to be honest, because injuries happen. We've seen how that has derailed seasons, and also players move teams. We've seen what that does to it. So we have to be flexible, and context does matter. So I agree with you on that one, Ash. He did win the Super Bowl, 2 years ago, and he took that team from being a laughing stock, but from Jared Goff to a Super Bowl champion. So I can respect that. And then, like I said, you can slowly but surely start to, put your boy in there. You know what I'm saying?
What young heavy man? What you got, man? Because I want to see what you think about the Dallas Cowboys quarterback and where you got him at on your list there.
I feel like Dak is top 10. I do feel like Dak has the potential to do something great for y'all. I don't know. Sometimes he just have these hurdles that he got to get over. I feel like he's top 10 on my list. Ashley Baker will tell you, I don't even like defending the Cowboys. I don't even like doing anything defending y'all. And we had a whole versus battle versus him and Derek Carr. And I thought it was disrespectful because I'm like, how do y'all think that Derek Carr is better than Dak Prescott? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Dak Prescott should get more respect than he's due. Because even you could attest to the year that he got hurt, y'all didn't make the playoffs. Every year that he's been y'all starting quarterback that I can remember, y'all made the playoffs.
Well, yeah.
Almost every year.
Yeah.
It was 1 year y'all didn't make it with him starting.
Well, a better way to say it or say it this way. Yeah. We never had a losing season as the starter. You know, when he finished the season outside of the injury one. But I can say that this year's a pivotal year. You know, it's like a year that you can really say that if he finished this season out healthy and completely healthy, then now you would look at him as entering in the top 3 category. Because you ever heard this horn right here? Have you ever heard this horn right here? And that movie was such a good movie because they allowed a whole bunch of stuff to happen and no one could get arrested for the things that they allowed when that horn was going on. It allows you to enter into a certain mindset, right? Hey, kill or get killed type of philosophy. So I truly believe that right here, since Ashley was saying that, hey, this is 7th year, then he can really pretty much purge himself into the top 3 category, because somehow grace and mercy follows Josh Allen, right? Somehow people love Josh Allen because of his arm talent and because of what he was able to do in certain games. But I seen some games that Joshua Allen, he laid the egg. So Dak Prescott can start separating himself this season into that category of being in the top 3 household names of quarterback, or he can get himself up out of it, right? It's yin and yang. If he don't perform up to the level, then they're gonna be like, hey man, Dak just whack, man. You can't do stuff, man. That's how it can go.
I do got a question for y'all two Cowboys fans though.
Talk to me.
Say if Dak doesn't at least, this is year 7. And say Dak at least don't get y'all to the NFC Championship. Y'all lose in the 2nd round again. Will y'all, in the back of y'all mind, will y'all be thinking it might be time to move on from him?
It'll be how they lose too.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I was gonna say the same thing. It would be how they lose. If he ball out, step up, show he's ready for the moment, and the loss ends up being on somebody else, then I'm not gonna blame Dak for that.
True. And to be 1,000, you know, we seen what Jimmy Garoppolo, like you were saying, Twin. I mean, didn't y'all beat Aaron Rodgers back-to-back MVP guy? You know, 13-4 guy, and nobody was sitting there saying, "Hey, is this the end for Aaron?" You know.
Well,
so sometimes
I explained it earlier, but you know what I'm saying.
But you said it wrong, though. You said you said it wrong. You was giving credit to someone else, though.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong?
Said, you know what I mean? I said it.
I got one for. I got one too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I got one too.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No. Well, that definitely has some.
One flag I'm gonna wave over here, y'all. You know, that's the money flag. You know what I'm saying? I got the real flag over here, and that's the only flag I'm gonna wear. I ain't never folded up. You know,
I'm just saying. I seen your boy throw. Okay, watch this, guys. Come on, let's be honest. We seen Trevor Lawrence throw 4 interceptions in the first half. Boy, everybody sit there and batting out of now eye in the world. They were like, ooh, he was young.
But that's because they end up winning that game.
Okay, but still 4 interceptions, though. You know what I'm saying? And we seen your boy Josh Allen toss a couple to the opposing team. You know what I mean? And so
now Josh Allen is a great example. Josh Allen, I like Josh, so I try to kind of like not like downplay Josh, but thinking about it in this sense, that y'all are doing right now, the nobody bats it. I mean, listen, I see people holding Josh Allen accountable. I definitely do, but they still have him in a top 5 quarterback conversation.
Yeah.
Despite having great talent around him, not getting it done. Despite being right there, not getting it done. Despite being a turnover machine, making bad judgments. You know what I'm saying? But because he got a cannon and he's athletic, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just kind of overlook. He kind of does the same things Dak do. So
get it. Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's part of the privilege, though. If we're going to be honest, though, when we sit here and we sit back and we say, okay, it's certain players when they do highlight plays, you looking like, wow, okay, you can do a turnover, but then you can turn around, go to the opposing side of the boundary and throw the ball 65 yards to the other hash, and we look like, bro, did you just see that? Or you could shrug out 3 guys, do a little spin around, then you can sit there and throw a deep bomb to Gabriel Davis. You like, golly, bro. So I think when he does those things, which a lot of quarterbacks can't do, when he does throw those interceptions, everybody be like, well, I mean, that's part of it. And so I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you exactly, because we seen that Miami game, Skylar Thompson, if it wasn't Skylar Thompson, if it was just, Law Nation back there throwing the ball,
hey,
maybe they would have won the game. You know what I'm saying?
So to have and Twin, y'all didn't really answer my question. Like, for Dak to be in the elite conversation for y'all, what he would need to get us to an NFC Championship?
Super Bowl.
No, we can't say Super Bowl because we got quarterbacks that we call elite that haven't been in the Super Bowl.
But I'm telling you, I think there's a different scale. You know what I'm saying? And I think his scale will be
the scale is because he's the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Let's keep it.
That's what I'm saying. And so,
but
even though
that shouldn't be a scale, though.
Because I can understand what you're saying, Heavy, but I'm just gonna keep it real. How the pundits, and as my brother like to say, the 4-letter, the 3-letter words, go examine this thing. They'll say, hey, you done had McCarthy for what, 3 years now? You had 2 12-winning seasons. Your defense got solidified. Your offensive line it's better. You got more weapons. Hey, my guy, like, what's up? You've been here consistently winning. For your winning percentage is this. Your touchdown interception ratio is this. We need to see you guys do something. And so I think in order for him to surpass those other guys, he has to do something above and beyond. It's like you got to work twice as hard. You got to.
And to be fair, I agree with you. And I always liken this and compare this to one of your quarterbacks over there, Steve Young. He wasn't, I guess, revered or looked about to be one of the better quarterbacks until he ultimately won a Super Bowl. And the reason why, he had big shoes to fill. They was like, hey, Montana killing the game over there, and y'all got rid of Montana for that, So he had to win the Super Bowl. And I believe when he won it, and I hate to show that little praise to y'all, they actually had a guy acting as if though they're taking the monkey off his back, but he was always high in his completion percentage. He always was high in his attack and touchdown to interception ratio, but he wasn't given a shred of respect until he won that Super Bowl. And that could be the same way for Dak. I don't mind that type of pressure. I just hope we can live up to that moment and get there and actually follow through when we get to the Super Bowl.
So I kind of feel different. I don't think Dak has to get to the Super Bowl for us to put him in an elite conversation. I just think if Dak has an MVP type of a year, regular season, and then he gets in the playoffs and he's hot, and maybe y'all could lose in a tight game in the NFC Championship, but he has an amazing year. You know what I'm saying? Go first team, first all pro. You know what I mean? Be in a finalist for MVP. I think that would be enough to change the conversation to say, you know what, Dak Prescott is an elite quarterback. You know what I mean? I don't think it needs a Super Bowl for him to get there.
Well, I should say 2021, 37 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 38 touchdown to, I believe, 10 interceptions. And people were saying that was trash. People were saying that was
what?
ass. So I'm for real.
I'm for real.
Yeah. So
We know why.
Yeah, yeah. So it's hard.
If Dak Prescott does not have a star on his helmet, he's revered as it's not a question about him being a top 10 quarterback. But if he don't have a star on his side of his helmet and he's playing somewhere else, people would put him in elite status.
38 touchdowns and 10 interceptions is trash.
For
That's
sure.
crazy.
For sure. I kid you not. Y'all don't get that over there.
Hey, heavy. They was calling for Cooper Rush, my guys. That's all I gotta say. They was calling for
ridiculous,
Cooper Rush.
Who was calling for Cooper Rush?
I mean, saying even this year when Dak got hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like even having stats like that, this was the first year he had some real turnovers. But even with what they just said, I think he's like top 6 or like 5 in turnover touchdown ratio over the last 6-7 years. You know all the numbers and so on and so forth. But I'm telling you, there's another level that he has to go to because he will be at number 6 or number 7, but he will not break into that because even if he loses in the NFC Championship game, 9 out of 10 he gonna lose against us. So there.
Come on, man. Yeah.
That's gonna be the 3rd year in a row he lost to the 49ers, or he'll lose to possibly the Philadelphia Eagles. So then they're gonna say, okay, as good as he's been, the division foe that was in the Super Bowl last year.
No cap.
Yeah.
I mean,
no cap.
I'm just saying.
Since 20
story. I'm going on with the story.
We're not worried about the Eagles. He owns the division in general.
He averaged 36.5 points versus the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm about to say he get with the Eagles.
No, so in general, like rule of thumb, like he owns the division. Listen, Cowboys Nation, hear me and hear me well. Don't argue with no Eagle fans. Don't argue with no Giants fans. Damn sure don't argue with no Commanders fans, because since Dak Prescott has been on the scene, and before that, because if you look at all-time wins in the division, us against the 3 other teams, we lead, and it's not even close, right? But specifically since Dak Prescott has been in the building, they're really trash against Dallas. So we're our heights, we have our sights set on much bigger things than these teams in the division. Okay, so don't bring up the Eagles twin because we own.
I'm just saying, if you want to get to the elite status, if you say you're gonna have to knock them boys' heads off, we're gonna have all Eagles for lunch.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
It's because again, who he plays for, and you know that in itself is. I know. You've heard me? Y'all know I be caping for Dak Prescott. I cape no matter what my personal feelings is. Ain't nobody outside about to see nothing. Y'all gonna see me cape for my guy. But I also, I'm on top of that stuff is facts and truth. The truth of the matter is number one, he was a 4th round draft pick. He was never supposed to be the face of the Dallas Cowboys franchise. He was not supposed to be Tony Romo's replacement. So, for him to have taken on that task, being in the eye of there's no other football team that is more scrutinized than the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care who you think you are. You're just not in the eye like the Cowboys are. And it's a gift and a curse. I hate it. I would love for Dallas to be much more low key and under the radar. I don't want to turn on and we not even in the playoffs no more. And somehow, some way, we're in the conversation when you turn on First Take or when you turn on Undisputed or when you turn on this and this, NFL, whatever. I would love for us to be low key. He's come in, he's handled that. He is on his 3rd offensive coordinator, second offensive coordinator.
That'll be his
second coach.
His third, yeah.
Second, you know what I'm saying? All into year 7. 7.5.
We'll call it definitely get there.
We'll call it year 7.5. The hate for Dak, he now listen, he may piss me off in moments because that's just my fandom. But for real, like the job that he's done when that really wasn't what he was drafted for, y'all. He was not drafted to be the face of this franchise. He was not. That was Tony Romo was supposed to play for more years. Okay, that was supposed to be the backup guy. But for him to come in and be that face and handle it the way he has, man, like I hate the hate. I can't stand the Dak Prescott hate. It baffles me. It really does.
And to add on to that, for Ash and Law, Dak didn't come in as a prolific passer. Like he was known for his legs coming out of Mississippi State. He wasn't known for throwing the ball. So to see how he progressed as a passer, that takes a lot of dedication to his skill and his position. So it's crazy to me that y'all giving me these facts and I never knew that how
wow. Well, you stick around these parts, man. You'll see how the hate goes, man. But Jay SoCal says,
might end up becoming a fan. Hey?
yeah, you sound like you close, man. You close to it, you know.
Come on, twin. I see you over there. I see the twinkle in your eye, twin. I see the
I promise y'all, man. Y'all put this shade of blue on, man. It'll make y'all stay true, man. I'm telling you, man. Jay SoCal says Dak already elite, leader of man, and his career numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, people listen. I know people want to key about the interceptions. Hello, we talk about Brett Favre and legendary status, and he is the king of picks. So, and again, Josh Allen, just to bring it up to speed, Josh Allen is a pick machine as well, and people always have him in their top 5.
But you know Brett Favre did have, I think, 2 MVPs by year 7, possibly, if I'm not mistaken, in the Super Bowl ring. So
3.
That's fair.
3, yeah. So, but I'm just saying,
is it also fair to say that he was one of the first quarterbacks that was doing the things that he was doing, like
who Brett
at that level, like that gunslinger, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his arm talent was
So I mean, just doing stuff that nobody has seen before. Right. Yeah, so unfortunately, Dak happens to be in a league of people. You're Patrick Mahomes, you're Lamar Jackson, you're Justin Herberts. He's in the league with these guys that obviously just surpass him in talent. So he is very underrated because of everybody else around him. You know what I'm saying? Where you're Brett Favre. I mean, we talk about him in certain instances. Matter of fact, Brett Favre, you in that welfare. I ain't forgot about you in that welfare.
Hey, hold on. Make sure you put allegedly. Make sure you say allegedly.
Welfare situation, okay?
Yeah. Say allegedly.
Look.
Allegedly.
Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, got a whole lot of other greats around him, and he's just undervalued, in my opinion. To be honest, that's just me.
It no matter how much I say this, y'all, 7 years, no NFC championship game in appearances. I no matter how much, this is my last time saying this. We literally had this dude by the name of Jason Garrett here for 4 of those years, and it was 4.5 basically. And Mike McCarthy, we gave him a mulligan in 2020, but 2021, 2022, both of those 12-5, a playoff win on the road. We haven't done that in 30 years. So I'm quite sure that if I look at the trends of everything, Mike McCarthy should get us to the NFC championship game by his coach alone and his ability to coach up this team, especially add in Dan Quinn and these sorts of things. But just like we was talking about good Brett Favre, I don't think that Brett Favre would have the type of career with Jason Garrett as his head coach or with a quote-unquote Kellen Moore. Was it Mike Holmgren that was over there? Slash with Mike McCarthy, with Brett Favre. Those are good kind of caliber of coaches with real philosophy and principles. Look, if Jason Garrett was such a great coach, he would be still coaching, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it sounds like bevies of excuses, but coaching. And
he's not all that on TV. I add? No, he all right. He all right.
Yeah, I ain't on TV. I mean, how you doing, guys?
I ain't gonna hate on JG on TV.
You're not lying. Y'all not lying. I mean, y'all had a lot of talent, and y'all went 8-8, what, 3 years straight or something like that?
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I remember banging on the table for your coach over there, Jim Harbaugh, one of the Harbaugh brothers, whatever his name is, for what he was able to do for your team, because he established something, a discipline as it relates to like a philosophy of being a hard-nosed defensive team. And then when you got Singletary before, right? Jim Harbaugh. Singletary was before him. You know, at least those type of coaches come in and they establish a tone or a philosophy from a mindset. It wasn't that here in Dallas land until now. We now have finally a mindset here.
Yeah.
I hear you preaching, Brody.
Yeah, you cooking.
I was muted, y'all. Yeah, for sure. You know, I've always said that you know, I really want to see, and this is probably just the year that I'm going to go ahead and make it be. I begged for a new coach. I begged for a new offensive coordinator. I begged for an elite defense. I begged for a nice receiving room. I know that we will probably end up. I think we're going to end up with another running back on the roster at some point. I don't know if we walk into the season with Ronald Jones. I'm gonna be honest. We may not. I don't know if we're going to walk with him, especially if we end up somehow, some way snagging Dalvin Cook. But we holler at us later, Ronald Jones. But again, once we get a running back there. This is going to be the year for me, and it's still a learning curve, right? Because again, I mean, Mike McCarthy's going to be calling the calls, but our guy, what's his name? Don't tell me. Oh God, y'all know my mom.
Your OC.
Who is it? Brian Schottenheimer?
Yeah,
Schottenheimer. Look,
the only Schottenheimer I acknowledge is Marty, man. But listen, listen. So it's again, this is still new. Every time you turn around, that kind of dealing with something new in some type of capacity for the 7 years in his career, man, and nobody really gives him any like grace for that. Just come in and be automatic a 4th round draft pick. Just come in and be a 1st or 2nd round draft pick like Patrick Mahomes. Listen, Dak will be fine. I always have had Dak. I don't care how much he pisses me off. He's in the top 10 quarterback conversation for me. He's top 3 in the NFC, and he is better than Kirk Cousins. So if you think he ain't, you can get out of here. He's better than Kirk Cousins. He's better than Derek Carr. Let's stop having these conversations. My top 10 is this, and this is in no particular order. And y'all lucky that Tom Brady ain't playing no more because he'd be number 1. Y'all already know what time it is. That's
okay, Tom. Okay.
This is in no particular order. Dak Prescott. No, the beginning might be in particular order. No, I'm joking.
Well, speak your mind.
This is in no particular order, but I'm going to name my guy first. Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Top 10, Josh Allen. Matthew Stafford. Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing some folks. He's going to be better this year. And if we're talking about the last couple playing years, Deshaun Watson is in the top 10 quarterback for me.
Deshaun Watson. Okay.
Deshaun Watson. That's 8.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, oh my God, the league has really gone downhill without Tom Brady, hadn't it? Aaron Rodgers. I'll throw Aaron Rodgers in it.
Okay.
And
you gotta throw them in there.
Aaron Rodgers.
Trevor Law, baby.
I mean,
you gonna have to.
This is by default. I will throw Kirk Cousins in there.
I'm about to say you got no.
I don't have a choice.
Kirk Cousins.
But that is really, really by default. He wouldn't make the top 10 if Tom Brady was still playing. He wouldn't make the top 10. He wouldn't make the top 10 if Brady was still playing.
Over Aaron Rodgers?
I put Aaron Rodgers in there.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you put Aaron in there.
But remember, that wasn't in no particular orders. But yeah,
no particular orders.
That's my top 10. Yeah. So I mean,
that's all right.
Yeah.
Give my guy Dak some grace. That's all I have. Go back to your Niners. Go back to the faithful and tell them that y'all had a conversation tonight. And make sure y'all tell them that we all agreed, because if y'all don't do it, I'm going to add y'all on Twitter, and I'm going to say that y'all agreed anyway, that we all agreed that Dak Prescott is a great, phenomenal guy with an incredible, underrated source of talent who will beat y'all week 5.
No doubt. Look, let me just say this though. In the AFC, your top quarterback will be your top quarterback in the AFC is Pat Mahomes. And your top quarterback in the NFC is Dak Prescott.
That's it.
Those are my two tops right there.
That is burning me out. Stop trying to throw Jalen Hurts in there. We're talking about the last 3 years of work. I'm on it.
Now the AFC got a lot of good quarterbacks, believe it or not, but we ain't worried about that. On my Cowboys side, man, in the NFC, regardless of how y'all can throw this around, Dak Prescott is the top quarterback remaining over there. And granted, Jalen Hurts for last season had a phenomenal year, but do it again. So I would literally, just based off of what Jalen Hurts did last season, I would make him number 2 in the NFC.
Good question, bro.
Talk to me, man. Break it up.
This is for y'all too. So me and Young Heavy is in this situation as 49ers fan, right? We have a quarterback that has played 8 games, and he is being cemented as a franchise quarterback with the 8 games that he has played. You guys have just sit here and explain MVP and a player who was the #1 quarterback for the last 2 years for the Eagles is just now getting to the status where he can sit here and say he's in the top 5. So from the outside looking in, because us 49ers are having this conversation all day, every day, twice on Sunday, that how is it that this guy who only played 8 games with a top 1 defense and had the quarterback previously who won like 3 or 4 games in a row come in and kind of like keep that momentum going and won 8 games, and that people are saying he is the franchise quarterback after 8. And when you say that, like, hold on, wait a minute, let's not anoint this man like he's Jesus Christ just yet. Let's see, can we have some more time to see that he's able to do it? Not only more time, but he hurt his right throwing arm. Can we at least see this guy for over 8 to maybe 10 games to give us an understanding? Well, I think a quarterback need to play 30, 35 games before you can say he's a really, really starting, like, good franchise quarterback. But anywho, he has already been anointed by everybody in the media. So I need to ask y'all from outside looking in, is 8 games enough? You guys had to study our team before we played y'all last year. Has he done enough? Because you guys are one of the teams that I bring up and probably Young Heavy bring up as when we play against an upper echelon team that had the same type of talent, because we play against some sorry teams, I say it, and we beat them just on talent alone. But when we play against teams that look like us, can walk around like us, we struggle. So I want to ask you guys, how do y'all feel about Brock Purdy, and is he a starting franchise quarterback for San Francisco 49ers?
Okay, a little pivot there. Sure. I would say
you're pulling your number twin.
Yeah, man, that's a damn good system that you guys are in, right? So it appears that, when he was out there, that you guys didn't struggle as much or as often. The Cowboys game, yeah, he had some moments. He like, hey, what was that? And some of our guys didn't capitalize. He could have had 2 interceptions in that game, but Deron Bland, he was like, hey, I'm kind of bland right now. I ain't ready to be on the high side. So and then the Eagles game, that wasn't really his fault. It was the 3rd play of the game, for crying out loud.
He held the ball too long, bro. When he hit that back foot, if you look at the route, because Brandon Ayuk will cook you. He had if you look at, bro, you taught me this.
I know.
If we leaving, he was on the inside. The route was going post to the outside. So just how his body position alone, he was waiting for him to turn and be all the way open before he even threw the ball. Instead of anticipating the route and throwing him open. So he waited to see the wide open window. And if you're a franchise quarterback or whatever the case may be,
waiting to see, you
gotta let that thing go. You gotta trust your wide receiver. You gotta trust the route, and you gotta throw the ball, especially when you're playing against the #1 or #2 like pass rushing defense in the National Football League. So that's all I have to say. My bad.
Well, y'all did a lot of setup game. If you go back and watch the Seattle Seahawks game, right, in the playoff, with how y'all played them, it was more, hey, we're going to make him read one side of the field. We're not going to give him the whole field. And the way you guys were able to duplicate that down the stretch was the fact that you guys hit him with the run. And remember the play action play to the tight end. Those are comfortable throws. Those are throws that I think that Brock Purdy can make, and they didn't put him in position to throw tight window throws. So he's good off of play action. He's good off of one side of the field. So that's why Ash was like, shoot, you got the quarterback whisperer, because he know how to put things in favorable situations for your young quarterback. So can he do that again and trick the opposing teams next season? It's wait and see. Yes, it's a sample size, so I don't think that he should be considered a top 10 or top 15 quarterback. But for dog sure, based off of what can happen this season, this off season, he could be your starting quarterback.
I will say, barring injury, I think one of the things that was most impressive about Glocks, he was about to, you know what?
Glock, yeah.
See, hey, twin.
Oh,
She
brother.
sound like she could be one of us.
Okay.
You
All right.
see
Let's
it?
calm
You
down.
must be out your
Hey,
mind.
hey,
What-
look,
what-
hey,
Good Lee.
Young, what did Lil say? Come over, come over.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Get
That's
out
it
of
right
here,
there.
man.
Hey, we welcome you with open arms over here.
No,
man.
we're good
For
over
sure.
here.
Nah,
Listen,
man. Nah, man.
I'll
Come
say
on.
this though. Is one of the things that folks were kind of waiting on with Brock Purdy was for him to be flustered, or for him to make a mistake, or for him to show himself as the rookie that he was. And to be honest, that never really happened. He never
Yes,
really
it did. Your boy Diggs
Not-
dropped the ball. It hit him right here.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean,
he still was super poised.
the only difference was
As a matter of fact,
because
that poised season reminded me of another quarterback's first poised season, sitting back there poised, looking all calm and cool and collected. His first year in the NFL. Does that sound familiar to Cowboys Nation? Because I remember a guy who was just like that, who wears number 4 with a star on his helmet his first year. So
Yeah.
no, in all honesty, though, if he can stay healthy, and y'all keep Kyle Shanahan, I don't see why y'all couldn't go with him as an option. I mean, I know y'all.
is his arm talent just as equal as Dak's then?
Say that again.
Is his arm talent just as equal with Dak Prescott?
Heck no.
He didn't have a better season than Dak Prescott rookie year. So, well, when you look at Brock Purdy, now it's the fact that heading into his second season, can he do it without run game? But guess what? Shanahan is always going to have run game. So if anything, if a perfect recipe for him, right, is falling into a system, whereas everybody's already out on Trey. See, Trey got the best arm. He got one of the better arms. If you really think about it,
mobile.
Yeah, he got one of the better arms in the NFC.
For sure.
Trey, and I ain't trying to, hype y'all boy up, but is he going to be given the opportunity and chances? The answer to that is no.
I'll say this. Let me say this, as the great Ashley Baker would say. Brock Purdy did some things that made me be like, he might have a chance to do that. The poise that she brought up was a big thing for me, because the Cowboys, y'all defense was getting to him. You know what I mean? He had to run for his life out there. And he didn't fluster. Yeah, he almost threw some interceptions, but it was like he didn't let it affect him. He went on to the next play. He wasn't flustered. I think one thing that Brock Purdy does have to work on is moving up in the pocket. That was part of the reason why he got hurt in the Eagles game too. If you looked at every game this year, he never moved up in the pocket. He either tried to go left, go right, create something, and then make a play instead of just moving up in the pocket. That's the one thing he does have to work on. Like you said, Kyle Shanahan is always going to run the ball. So that's something that's always in his back pocket as well. And we did have one game where Brock had the ball out to win. That was the Raiders game. We was in a shootout. And Brock had to perform in that game. That was the game right there that made me say, you know what? We might got a chance to win the Super Bowl with him. But overall, 8 games does not do enough for me. I do not want another Jimmy Garoppolo from 2017. Because after 5 games with Jimmy Garoppolo, we gave him a contract and we saw how that went out. So, the jury is still out on him for me.
It's just a sample size, man. The sample size always tastes good, man. You go to Sam Club or Costco and you go around, man, it's no good, man. Then you go buy the full bag, you go home, man. It's not that ain't the same, man. So, Cowboys, y'all know about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a sample size.
And here's the deal. Film on him this year. So we'll, if he's on the field, we'll see how he performs. But no, 8 games is certainly not enough, but it is enough to be excited if he stays healthy and y'all keep Kyle Shanahan around. It's nothing wrong with folks being excited at the possibility. You know what I mean? Because he really did well. And again, like Law said, credit to our system. Credit to Kyle Shanahan. He got those guys.
Man, I know for sure. You put Dak Prescott in Kyle Shanahan's system. I'm thinking toe for toe in that Super Bowl. Y'all would Dak Prescott would have beat Pat Mahomes in that Super Bowl. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I ain't gonna. Well, listen.
But Jimmy Garoppolo did.
It would have been really good because, like, you know, I was actually just talking to Hev about this a couple of days ago in our Sports After Dark chat. Listen, at some point in that Super Bowl, Andy Reid just took over.
He did.
Patrick Mahomes was great, but Andy Reid was him a fee. Okay, what would you call him? Kerry Potter. He carried. Yeah. That was all. Look, I just can't. Andy Reid was in his duffel for sure. So I don't know, Lord.
No, that Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders was wide open. That catch that is over with, man. And Pat Mahomes, he had to close his eyes and say to Allah and throw it to Tyreek in that doggone Super Bowl. Third and what was it? What was it, y'all?
15.
Third and 15. There was only one wide receiver that can catch that ball, and that was Tyreek.
I'll say this.
I'm just speaking to the brilliance of, like, when he want to get in his duffel and go crazy offensively, Andy Reid is him. He's him. So I just don't.
I'll say this, Law, and I don't know if Ashley Baker remember this, but
why y'all call me by my full name? Like, I'm the only Ashley on here.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry, Ashley.
Like what?
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no trouble. So, Cowboys fans, I mean, y'all can delete the show after I say this, Law. You can delete the show after I say this. Oh, but
clip it.
I said this. I said if Dak Prescott was the starting quarterback for the 49ers, we would have a Super Bowl already. I don't know if she remembered me saying this in one of our spaces, but
that don't do me no good because that's the 49ers winning the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying he actually he brought up a scenario that I already had said before. If Dak was the quarterback for the 49ers, we would have a Super Bowl already. Obviously.
Yeah. I think that what you got to do in football is just play to the strength.
Who would it be? My bad, Law. Go ahead.
No. If you're a perfect quarterback, then you already know who they're going to yell out.
Okay, outside of Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson or Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow.
Dang, who you going to leave us with?
That's it. Right, or Aaron Rodgers. Okay. No Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Justin Herbert, no Lamar Jackson, no Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking,
like, who's she gonna leave us with, bro?
Take away the whole
come on, man.
Outside of that, those 5 quarterbacks, out of the quarterbacks that's left.
Give me 2.
You know what, Twin? Hey, Twin, we just might as well pick a name out of a hat at this point. We might as well just blindfold pick a name out of a hat. Like,
I mean,
2 out of what you named. It's one quarterback you didn't name that we would win a Super Bowl with.
Who?
You said Josh Allen?
I did not.
We'll win a Super Bowl with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I can see.
Law, why you hesitate? What was the
hesitation? No, Josh Allen. I think that he's a phenomenal quarterback. Right? He just don't get hit with the criticism that other quarterbacks get hit with. Because if any other quarterback would have lost that game, like he lost that game against the Minnesota Vikings, they would have put him to the stake and burnt his feet and burnt everything up and maybe hung him upside down. But I get it. He got that canning of an arm, and people forgot, what Josh Allen looked like before Stephon got there, right? So I get it. This dude got a strong arm, and right now they adding more and more weapons to him. So hopefully, we see some good football play out of him until we see him at the latter part of this year. Don't y'all play the Bills this year too?
No? I don't think we got Buffalo this year. I don't think we do.
Mm-hmm. We got the Cleveland Browns, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Lamar
Joe.
And Joe.
We got them.
Real quick.
I think they had y'all going 16-1. Some crazy.
That's what I was about to ask. Where do y'all see y'all's
quarterback? God.
Where do y'all see y'all's record prediction by the end of the year?
Man, ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. What you about to ask me, bro?
What's y'all record prediction at the end of the year?
Now.
Record prediction? Okay. If we're relatively healthy the whole year, our ceiling is 12 wins, I mean, our floor is 12 wins. Our ceiling is 14. So in between there.
I'm quite in agreement with that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me take a look at y'all's schedule because I don't like that.
Because barring,
Yeah.
I mean, we got to put injuries in there because I mean that happens. But besides that, I think our talent is it travels. You know, 9 out of 10, you guys are going to be rooting for us. You know what I mean? Because we play against y'all.
We definitely play the
against
Eagles.
the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna be rooting for us. So,
okay, true that. Look at you threw it in there real good.
Y'all gonna need our help. Y'all gonna need our help somewhere in this season.
That's for sure. I get that.
I can see that philosophy of thinking there. Damn.
All right, y'all got the Rams week 1.
We got
the Steelers week 1.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steelers week 1. Y'all got the Rams after. So Pittsburgh, Rams,
I'm gonna pull it up
Giants.
in a few seconds.
Win.
Yo.
Pittsburgh win.
Pittsburgh is a win. I don't know. Y'all gonna beat the Rams. Y'all probably
Arizona win.
We sweeping the Rams.
Here it is, right here.
Y'all might lose to the Giants week 3.
No, we not. At home, our first home game.
Shout out to Danny Dimes, man. Y'all might lose to the Giants. I don't know.
At home. So you telling us in our first primetime game at home, we're gonna lose to Danny
for
Dimes?
Sure. That's exactly what I'm saying. Let me ask y'all a question. So y'all think
the devil is a lie.
So y'all think y'all might okay. So I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Y'all can start off 4-0.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So you said this is a W right here, right?
Yep.
Ain't nothing
but W. Let me know when you bump up that L right there.
Who gave Law a stencil? Now we don't do well with the stencil on here with you, man. Come on, man. Dang, got the stencil.
You can mark that one all too, Law.
Oh, keep going.
Okay,
keep going.
You can L for sure.
Wait. I shall never. I'm never gonna write no L in there. You already know how they go, Twin.
Hey, Twin, he wrote that L quick as ever.
That's an L for sure.
Hey, I can go ahead and put that L right there for you. You want to put a drink on there, Twin?
Hey, y'all in the chat, y'all remember what happened to Law last year? Okay,
you want to bet some blue on it? All right, T.
No.
We'll do that there for y'all.
TBD to be determined.
No, that's why you don't need the stencil. Put that L next to them. They're losing.
Look, all right. So let's stay first L. Realistically speaking, man, that's a big L for y'all, right?
Can I say this?
Come on, man. Y'all think y'all gonna run the house right there? Come on, man.
We'll let them do that because every time they say they're gonna lose to us, we win. So we'll let them say that we're gonna lose to them. We'll let them take that. Every time y'all say we lose, we beat y'all.
I also don't think that it's an automatic W with Cleveland either.
Put W here. W
now,
here.
Cleveland is
W here.
Cleveland is the trap game.
Yeah, I don't
trap
like
game.
Cleveland for y'all.
First of all, I'll tell you this now: we're not going to lose to the Cowboys and then lose to Cleveland. We're not going to lose back to back.
Y'all gonna lose back to back games.
Either we beat y'all. You want to make an Abby bet on that?
Y'all gonna lose for sure.
Is an L right here?
Yeah, that's an L against Cleveland.
We're not losing back to back to nobody.
All right. And what you got right here for Minnesota? What y'all two got?
W.
We're not losing to Kirk Cousins on prime time.
What y'all got right here?
Now this game,
it's a toss up.
This is a toss up game right there. That's a game.
They little powder puff schedule, man. They like the Niners. Little weak schedule, man. Little watered down schedule. They didn't give y'all a real team until week 5. But keep going.
They coming to the Bay though, so I'm gonna give them that. We gonna get that W. You know what I'm saying? They coming to the Bay. We gonna work them out like
realistic with it. Well, all right, go. What you got with this team? Bye week, y'all get a W.
Another W. Yep. Nope.
All right. What you get for Jacksonville?
W. I mean, last time we seen them, we punched on them. So I mean,
for sure.
Malone's gonna smoke y'all that game, but I'm gonna let y'all have the dub.
W. Keep writing the W. Yep. W. Damn. Another W.
I want y'all to beat these teams, right?
Another W.
We got a lot of birds. We got a lot of birds on the menu.
What is
this? What kind of list is this, man? What's Seattle? What y'all do against them, man?
I think we split with Seattle. I don't think we sweep them this year.
Yeah.
I think we split with them.
Arizona,
we sweeping them.
W.
I think we lose to Lamar and them though. I'll tell you that.
And then y'all lose out.
They definitely losing it. Yeah, for sure.
No.
They losing to Washington for sure.
No. W. Washington W, LA
Baltimore
No,
W.
Baltimore's the L.
Oh, Baltimore. Okay,
Yeah, we
hold
losing.
on.
I got us losing to Lamar now. I got us losing.
If he can stay healthy, man. All right, and then you got L right here, Eric Bieniemy.
No, we beating Washington. We ain't losing to no.
They'll win the last two. So
God,
what's that?
Yeah, I said
16-1.
That's what.
No, 16. No, 14-3.
I said our floor, our ceiling is 14 wins. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And if you want to hand toss us 2 games, you want to hand toss us 2 games. I mean, 12.
I will say this.
Yeah, you can
here's my thing. Here's my thing. Is that for the last 2 or 3 seasons, I have seen the 49ers come out very cold in their first 5 or 6 games. So I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. That Pittsburgh game is up in the air, and it's only because of Mike Tomlin.
Tiny hands. Yeah, tiny hands.
Let me tell you something.
Mike Tomlin, is that New York, and so is that and I'm going to put a question.
Let me tell you something. Every game we lost is because of our not doing our parts. It don't matter who on the other side of the field.
No, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that y'all weren't doing y'all part for the first 5 or 6 games in the last 2 seasons.
I feel like
y'all screenshot this, man. So Twin can take all of them shots.
We're not losing to Kenny Pickett. We're not losing to Kenny Pickett.
But come on, y'all lost to Justin Field in the rain last year, and y'all bounced back.
That's what I'm saying. We don't do good in rain games.
It's going to rain in Pittsburgh that day.
I mean, I guess if that's
rain on your head.
But that L law, we're gonna let that stay there because every time y'all say y'all gonna beat us, we win. So we'll take that.
For sure.
Yeah. So y'all like y'all, that's fine. But you know that's a primetime game in
14-3.
Man, you want to do Ash? You want to do all?
I'm just saying. Hold wait. Long Ash.
Let's do
before we wrap this up, y'all gotta remember this.
We got NBA coming on tonight. We NBA 3.
Just so y'all know, we have this year Christian McCaffrey. We didn't have the beginning of last year.
Fair,
but we got him this year. And then we got Hartgrave, who we didn't have last year, but we got this year. So I'm just going to throw that out there. We got 2 pieces on the offensive end and the defensive end that we didn't have in the beginning of last year. Lord say the same in the beginning of this year. So I think we could start off a little bit hotter than we did last year. Okay.
And Quinn, they didn't let us put Hargrave and Nick Bosa together. How y'all let us do that?
I didn't think about that. But I ain't worried about no.
He said I ain't think about that. Like he really had a hand in it. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's run through ours right quick, Law.
All right, let me see if we can go to mine. Hold on.
I will say that I think Dallas goes 13-4. That's
what time that game kick off? Is it already on?
7:30. You got about 5 minutes though. You know they
got 5 minutes. Let me hurry. Let me hustle and bustle, man.
You know, they do the what they call it, the pregame, and they got
all that. Y'all got to set up over there, right? Y'all got to set up.
8:30, but it probably won't.
They got the flash will be on there.
40.
The flash.
So this is what's going on today. While my brother prepares for this L of a schedule, right now we're going to give you guys the pregame show of the Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets is coming in 1-1 splitting. We got to make sure that the
Joker Heat, man.
Control. We got Bam going against Uncle Sam. Going against the Joker. We got to see what would happen on this. Okay, never mind. Let's go.
All right, what you got? What you got? New York, dub.
That's a W.
New York, dub.
No, y'all losing to Rodgers.
Slow your roll.
Y'all losing to Rodgers.
Wait a minute.
Slow your roll.
I thought we was synchronicity over here. I thought we was in the same pot over here. Come on, man.
Attention already.
Come on, man. Come on.
Here's the deal.
I would rather lose week 1 versus lose week 2 against Aaron Rodgers. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers.
But you know what? I don't know. I think for me, for the sake of looking later on down the road for the standings, I wouldn't be mad if we lost Aaron Rodgers because they're in a different he's in a different conference. And I need, I'm trying to think ahead now. I'm trying to be the nice and intelligent Ash and not be like we going 15.
We going W.
So W against the Giants. I think that we beat Aaron Rodgers outside of a Green Bay uniform. Duh.
Can I ask y'all a question? Where's that game where y'all play Aaron Rodgers at?
In New York.
First game.
It's us versus is us. We at home.
No. Yeah, that's why I say I think he's in Dallas for that game. What does Aaron Rodgers do to y'all in Dallas?
All right.
Come on, man.
Moving along, bring it across.
Moving along.
Okay, cool.
Arizona, big
Y'all
dub.
gonna win that game.
That's a dub.
Ooh,
We hot on a 3-game win.
we win it, baby. Oh my
Belichick.
God, look at this, man. We running one. Yeah, baby. Look at that.
I don't know about this Charger game.
Huh? You don't know about it?
The Charger game might be. We tired. It's the week before the bye. That might be an L.
Hey man,
I don't like
man.
losing. I don't like losing going into the bye because everybody panicking.
But I don't know
down
because
there.
we in California. That's like our second home, so we might win that.
Golly.
That's a home
Hey,
game
man.
for us, man.
Second home for
No,
who?
that's
Y'all?
It say at Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I'm talking
y'all
about that
in LA
Los
for that.
Angeles one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
that's what
be
I'm saying.
back
We
to
at
back.
home. Technically, we in our second home because we in Los Angeles.
And Niners, yeah, I know y'all roll deep, but if we fool around and go in there with a 4-game win spree, it might be a lot of blue up in there.
Kellen Moore, oh y'all. Kellen Moore,
Don't
oh y'all.
worry,
Just
Cowboys
remember that.
Nation. I plan on being there, so you'll get
Yeah,
that.
okay.
news.
Put dub right here. Bye
What, be
week.
there for that? What, for that LA game?
No, for that San Francisco game.
Yeah, we
I'll
working
be
on
on
it. We're
the
trying to
day.
get to that San Fran game too.
Hey.
Y'all gonna be some upset campers going into that game.
No,
I'm
twin
serious.
and heavy. Y'all don't be sore losers when we in there, man. Don't be sore
Oh, no,
losers.
no, 'cause
Y'all don't let nobody shank us with the butter knife. It's
Oh
sneaky.
no,
Hey,
you know.
listen. I'll let y'all know. You know what I mean? It's all love. I wouldn't let none of that happen to y'all. It's all love. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Hey, I'll come up there with you. I'll let you know.
Okay, can I go back? I'm having a funny feeling.
Or which one? Which one? You want to recant which one? Your statement on.
That New England game is sticking out to me, and I don't like it.
So I see your strategy right here. You see that that'll be the L, and then we get pissed off. You know, they're talking about the Cowboys that we going to 1 win. Yeah.
It's a hype build. Oh, they lost.
Yeah.
They lost to the 49ers last year. They're gonna go into Santa Clara ready and revved up after that horrible loss from the New England Patriots, where they only scored 3 points. Don't play with me, Dallas, but I could see it being something stupid.
But you know what? I can see this being the trap game, the Arizona, game.
In week 3,
the trap game.
I don't
Week
see
3, because
trap game.
Arizona, they without Kyler Murray, he's still gonna be hurt, and it's a team that didn't perform pretty well last year. That could be the trap game, even if it is week 3, believe it or not. But I feel you though. That's dub, L, dub, and then
Rams is a dub.
Dub. Ooh, week 9.
Philly is a dub. New York, we're sweeping the Giants again. Dub it. We're gonna beat Carolina. We're gonna beat Washington. The Seattle game is nasty to me, though.
It's nasty work. Okay.
This is Thanksgiving.
No. It's Washington Thanksgiving.
Oh,
right?
Washington. This is after Thanksgiving. Right.
Yeah, we full. It's those back-to-back games.
Oh, y'all got a game on the 19th, the 23rd, and 30th now.
Yeah.
Hey.
If we can come out 2-1 in that stretch right there, we winning. But if it's 3-0 in that stretch, it's just probably unrealistic. You're gonna have some nagging
Seattle
stuff.
and Philly all close to each other. And okay.
But I would take the L with Seattle versus taking the L with Washington.
I think we would beat Washington, and I think, to be honest, I think Seattle is the trap game.
Yeah, but you know what?
And that's the thing. It's like,
and they got a hellacious running attack.
Seattle's going to be that good this year. I mean, they were great last year, but I don't think they're going to be all of that this year. I think the 49ers are going to blow that division out the water. Like, it's them and that's it. Like,
they gave us a sweet deal right here, though. 3 home games in a row to combat those back-to-back games. And if we fool around and get on that run at home, that's so sweet. I think there's a W right here.
Okay.
Prime
so
time.
L, December.
When we sweeping the Philly, man, I got Philly. You know what my guy Heavy got on your shirt? Can you pull your shirt up to the camera, man? First 48 Philly style.
I don't know about this Philadelphia game. I don't know if
hold on. So
them.
Beat Philly and beat Buffalo back to back.
Versus
all these.
They is not beating Buffalo and Buffalo. They is not beating Buffalo.
And you go leave and go to Buffalo.
I would take the W here and take the L right here.
Woo. Okay.
That's a
I
T.
take
So
the
that's
L
a
in
1,
Buffalo.
2, 3,
That's a
4,
T
5,
there.
It's cold
6, 7,
game, man.
8,
It's cold,
9.
man.
Yo,
That's a T
That's why I
there,
said,
Law. What's
it's
up?
gonna be
What's up? That's
freezing
a
in
T.
Buffalo.
that's a 9-game winning streak, Law.
Hey, it looking like they looking like they about to go what 15-2. That's what y'all
Man, leave
doing?
me
That's a
alone.
9-game winning streak. Go
What
ahead.
was our record last year?
Hey, I'm not gonna hold
We
you.
gave
I'm
2
not gonna
games
hold you.
away.
Here's the deal. If I know my team like I think I know my team, Buffalo and Miami are ills.
Damn. Okay. I feel you on that.
Because
Okay.
here we go, being funny money in December.
It's cold. Yeah, it's crazy December.
Well,
Okay. What you got with Detroit?
We'll beat Washington
trap
and
game.
Detroit.
Oh, so
Detroit trap
WW.
game.
So what's our record is now? My math is off.
Maybe we lose that
3-3?
Washington game only if we sit people.
I mean to say y'all didn't sit nobody last year against.
But we weren't. But also
vanilla style, man.
But at this point, if we
Soft
sit
serve.
people, we would be sitting at like 14, 13, 14, 15, like 14 wins. So that's what I'm saying. I think that we're gonna by this time we're gonna clinch the number 1 seed. By the way, so
in 2 years we didn't have back-to-back losing games in 2 years. So you think, with last year we didn't have back-to-back losing games. So
Buffalo Miami situation. I think people gonna have like sinus infections. They're gonna be coming from the cold, going to the warm.
Listen here. It's Christmas in Miami. Come on, let's be honest now. Y'all look.
You trying to say it could be an L?
What you doing Christmas in Miami?
I will say this. I always call, Miami is the city of butt and breasts. I say that all the time. I'm saying that with the Nuggets because they're there tonight. They're in Miami. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the Nuggets tonight being in Miami. They've been down there for a couple days now, I think. But
they mind gone. So we got 13-4.
That's what I said.
13-4.
Dallas went 12-5 the last 2 seasons. I don't see why people feel like it's a stretch for them to muster up one more game.
Okay.
It's not the law. It's when we lose. It's more important than anything.
Sure.
And I want us to steam. I don't like our December record being like that. Of us being 3-5 or whatever you in December, whatever the number is.
Why you
three? I mean, losing 3 games in December. I don't like that at all. Oh no, that's 2 games.
We got us going 5-1 in the division. Because the only team we losing to is Washington in week 18.
Okay, I see you thinking there. That's logically speaking.
I don't know.
Y'all don't think y'all go 4-2?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think that we're gonna sweep Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That Philly loss.
I would rather lose the first Philly game and then versus the last one. So let me do this then. And
we'll take that first. We'll lose in Philly.
Okay, let me get this. Boom, lose, and then we'll win at home.
I think we're gonna split with Philadelphia.
So that put us back at what it is now. 12-5, right?
12-5.
12-5 again.
I don't like that.
12-5. Okay.
12-5.
Again,
right?
here's the deal. That Washington L is only if we're sitting people.
Okay, so this is just
that's a W. We're gonna
just like it's to be determined. It's just it's just a rest L. We already in the game.
It might be 11-6. You know what I mean? But
I don't know what you mean by that.
You know what I mean? That week 5. It might be 11-6.
Oh, you talking about an asterisk right here?
Please, we got this. We got this.
No doubt, man. I feel you right there, man.
We gonna
this was a great episode.
5, man.
A great episode. I think that on the high end we'll be 13-4. On the low end we'll be 12-5 again. And give us,
I agree, Lord.
any of those things. Just get back to the playoffs, and then you'll be ready and already familiar with the playoff, and everything else will work its way out. The regular season is built for you to get to the playoff, to be ready for the playoffs, and then you be ready for the playoffs, be ready for the Super Bowl and stuff like that. So, yeah, I roll with that.
Yeah, I like it. I'm excited. And listen, may the best team win. Don't worry, we will week 5. But y'all listen, some of y'all are okay. I would like to say this. The 49ers fans are very violent, Law. I don't know if but they could be very mean and nasty. And I am so grateful to know the ones that I know both of them, but I'm cool with the ones that are decent-minded people. And you two guys, maybe y'all just being nice right now because we're not in the season.
Yeah, it's what it is.
I don't know,
Listen,
Twin.
one thing about us,
Twin look like he got a switch. You know what I'm saying? With
he switch. He do.
Is it different in the season, bro? I mean,
it is, but it's been a pleasure of me watching my brother fold up like a wallet, cradle like a baby in the Super Bowl, of them losing, and their drought actually been longer than ours, believe it or not.
Nobody want to talk about that though, because
but
people don't want to talk about that
though.
law because they're the last losers because they've made Super Bowl. But people want to talk about that because
I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. We got some people. Well, I'm just gonna speak for myself. I don't know Young Heavy's opinion on this. We got some guys literally that be like, "We made to the NFC Championship game. We made to the NFC Championship game." I'm looking at them like, bro. How many times did Tom Brady make to the AFC Championship game? Ain't nobody counting the times that Tom Brady made to the AFC Championship game. Ain't nobody using it as a standard of Tom Brady's greatness. Don't nobody care. And I got 49 fans sitting around here be talking that real cash money. I'm like, bro, if y'all don't get on somewhere with that low standard, talking about we made it, it's the gold standard because the trophies that we win were gold. Not the NFC banners that we put. Man, y'all don't get on somewhere with that. So I'm just saying, I don't like when my brother tell me that, but me as a fan, I'm one of the fans like, bro, I want to have my championship on my phone saved and downloaded and on my Twitter page, not on no god doggone VHS tape. Like, I don't want that, god dog it. You know what I'm saying?
That's you, man. We VHS boys right now, man. Until until we can lift up that Lombardi Trophy this year, man, with Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? Because Dak Prescott did lift up a trophy last season. To be fair, he lifted up a trophy.
Walter Payton.
He lifted. It was in the Super Bowl, and we just got to be. I know in departing. I know we got to go. But in departing, that's just what it is. I pray to God, say I want Dak Prescott to lift up that trophy in the Super Bowl, and God answered my prayer. So now we got to be precise with our prayers, y'all. So y'all just be precise with y'all prayers in the Cowboys world. Be precise, man.
Into existence.
Speak it into existence. And on the way out, man, Young Heavy, man, if you can, I know you're finna get ready to do your thing. And Ash, can y'all tell them what y'all got brewing up?
Ooh, absolutely. So y'all know that so I always talk about Sports After Dark. That's the Twitter space that I host and have my co-host with me, that co-host being Young Heavy, Mark Gunnels, Chris Lewis. And we are expanding from the Twitter space world, and we are coming with a new show July 11th, Sports After Dark, the after hours, man. So I'm really, really excited. This is going to be a fun, very interactive show. Make sure that you guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are pushing the YouTube channel. We want you guys to already be subscribed and be there when we launch on the 11th. And that is just go to YouTube and type in Sports After Dark and you'll find the page. You also can go to the Sports After Dark Twitter's page. That's Sports A Dark. And then the _, follow that, join the community. We're running a space tonight after the NBA Finals Game 3. Once that concludes, we're going to jump right on. And I'm excited. My guy, have you been riding with Sports After Dark, since its inception? So we are ready to come out of that pot into a bigger pot. And shout out to you, Law. You my guy, and the encouragement that you've given me and given us. So I'm excited. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. I got my face up there. See, I got my face up there. Sports After Dark, Law Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button, Law. Hit that subscribe button, Law. Hit that subscribe button.
Boom. Look at that. Look, and that's all you got to do, y'all. So I'm going to put this link so y'all can go and be just like Law Nation. I will live subscribing to Sports After Dark, and you guys can do the same because they are very passionate. There ain't no yawning conversation over there. And Ashley, I seen you over there. She be getting in her bag over there.
hey, Law, you got to come through when football season starts. And she talk about the Cowboys. You got to catch her in action.
Y'all haven't.
You ain't seen nothing.
This is very, very calm, Ash, and that's cool because I ride for my squad. You know what I mean? So, but y'all have been super supportive of me here in Laws Nation, man. So I really appreciate it. I always see the love. Whenever I'm doing this show, I always go back and see like followers and stuff like that. So, and my Young Heavy's my guy. Look, we don't like the 49ers, but him and Twin are some of the most down to earth 49er fans that I know. So, shout out to y'all, and make sure that y'all of course drop y'all handles. Thank y'all.
Man, they already said that they jumped in, man. I appreciate you, dope.
Yeah.
Meister, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Niner Talk down below. You know what I'm saying? We put them down below for a reason. Ain't that right, Ash? Y'all get comfortable being right there.
Greatness.
Yeah, underneath. You know. Hey, go Heat, man. Who y'all got? Denver.
Bang,
Overall
bang,
series, I got. What'd you say, Twin?
Bang, bang, not a game.
No. I'm talking about basketball, man.
I just want y'all to know for certain, for sure, what it do and what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I got Nuggets in 5.
Nuggets in 5, man.
I got the Heat in 7.
Heat in 7. What you got, Twin? Got Nuggets
got
in the air
Golden
fryer?
State in 8.
Huh?
Oh man.
Come on, man. Man, my Lakers winning next year, man. Y'all watch out.
Oh, Law's a Lakers fan?
Yeah, man.
I ain't want to tell y'all.
See,
man. Come on, Laker Nation, baby. Hey, come on. Until next time, salute.
Bang, not a game.
Go to stay still. I'm gonna leave you alone, Twin.
That's all right.